Good morning, everyone. Hope y'all are all having a wonderful Monday morning. Seems like I just said that yesterday, but I guess it was a week ago, actually. Time flies when you're having fun. So I guess that's why it seems like yesterday. Good morning, Ed. Good morning, Mr. Pete. Morning, B. Shady. Morning, Scott. Morning, Drummer. Think that gets it all so far. Hope y'all are doing great this morning. We had some windy weather here last night. I believe a tornado went across my daughter's town, but didn't actually touch down. But she said she heard Monday was a week ago, Pete. Just seemed like I said happy Monday just a couple of days ago, but I guess it was a whole week ago. But yeah, my daughter said she heard a noise that she'd never heard before during a storm. So I think she probably barely missed getting hit by a tornado. There were lots of reports of people seeing one. Maybe there was a watch or warning, one of the two, but didn't have any damage here at my house. Got a lot of leaves laying around, but that's about it. I usually get some kind of limb down during storms, but I guess all the old dead ones have fallen in the last storm, so that's all good this morning. Let's see, what else? Housekeeping issues. Well, I guess we'll get right into it. Change my background back. All right. Last night, in my front pocket, I carried the Cortex again. I hadn't had enough of it, so I decided to grab it again. I am liking this knife quite a bit. I wish mail ran on Sundays because I get mad when I don't get a package. No, actually, I don't get mad, but for a long time there, I was getting packages every day with knives in them. And that will happen again here soon in the future, I'm sure. Once I get rid of some. But yeah, I had that in the front pocket. And then in the back pocket again, I had the woodpecker. Really liking this knife. It's a cool knife to show people because they get confused when they don't see any kind of parts on the outside. No pivot, no screws. They're kind of like, how does that thing go together? And then I show them and they think that's cool too. I slide the side off and say, yep, it just comes apart like that. And it really does have a pivot and screws. They're just kind of hidden. Well, they're not kind of hidden, they are hidden. So, I had that in the back pocket. I also did a ton of work with getting those bundles put together. So I did get the bundles done. I found a little bearing ball on my floor by the desk. I also had a major problem with the clip screw that went missing out of the Loxa. So I had the worst possible thing happen that could have happened. Super pisses me off. I found a screw that fit finally, and I went to screw it in, and I did screw it in. And thanks to the great quality control of China, I tightened it too much and snapped the head off of it after I got it in there. So now I've got what looks like no screw, essentially no extra stability from that screw, but yet the threads down in there that I've got to now drill out. Luckily, I have a drill press, and a 2mm bit, which is what I figured out these screws are. I've actually even probably got a 1.5mm bit. So hopefully I can get that lined up correctly and clamp down in my drill press and get that drilled out. And then I can re-tap it if I need to. Yeah, see, Ed, exactly what Ed just said. I looked around on the floor and I found the little head, and I already thought about super gluing it back on, and I would never know. Especially since it's already got 2 in there, I felt, and it doesn't wiggle at all. So that is probably what I will do, what Ed said, before I attempt, until the point where I lose this and it falls out one day with the super glue, and then I will drill it out and re-tap it and re-put 3 screws in. But yes, I found that, and I've got it set to the side. I just haven't super glued it back in yet. But very good call, Ed. That was my first thought too. Yeah, I don't know if I can get enough. I don't want to get JB Weld on the scales, and I'm kind of nervous about. I know I can get super glue off, but JB Weld, kind of scared of it touching the scales. So, B Shady said he got a new Microtech OTF, and new kicks should be delivered today. I've got a few things out for delivery today. I get my which OTF did you get, B Shady, by the way? So I got a few things out for delivery today. The first being my XL Rosie with the new pattern. So I've got that pattern one. Actually, and this is the pattern, the one that I'm getting in today. There's one on Blade Bench for $1,300. I don't want that one. But yeah, that's the pattern of the one I'm getting in today. Then I'm also getting my SLT in today. And then I'm also getting, let's see, I'm getting that watch in today, that Omega. So that Omega is out for delivery. So is my SLT, and so is my XL Rosie. It does say Omega across the one that I'm getting. They just couldn't show that in the picture. So anyway, got 3 things to look forward to today, so that's cool. I did get the giveaway wheel hooked up, and we will spin that in momentarily and give away the good morning, Ron Crow. Give away the Odenwolf, the W2, I guess, the middle version. Good morning, TC Blades. I did fix up the wheel, got it ready, and it is here, ready to spin. Everybody's name is on it that commented yesterday on the video. Pete, you had to comment on the video yesterday. It was just a spur of the moment giveaway on day 73 or episode 73, because I was born in 1973. I just kind of decided I would do it. I decided I might do some random ones on the weekends, just to kind of help people join in on the weekends. But yeah, it wasn't really. I said I would like people to follow my Instagram and comment, but I didn't even go look at my Instagram to see if people followed me. I'm just going to go by the comments. I just threw that out there. It's not a, it's a contest, and contests have rules for entry. So if you don't want to enter a contest, I guess you don't have to enter a contest. But I just wanted to give something away. And I want to start doing one a week or something, like till I get rid of some of these knives, extra knives. I can just give away some. People can give them away to their friends or whoever. Spread some knives around. Like I said, I've got too many, so. Oh, before I do the giveaway, I want to show y'all what I put together. Let's see. I'm going to give TC Blades first pick on some of these bundles, but for his son Jed. But I did take the time to go through and oh man, did I really just do that? Oh, that's okay. I've got them right here. So I'll put together, let me see if I can send myself the, hold on. I've got an overview picture. Oh yeah, I put it in the Discord. That's what I was going to show. General knife picks picture right here. So I put together 7. Good morning, Ron Dobbins. So yeah, I put together 7 5-knife bundles, and that's the 7 of them. They're grouped in 5s, and I'm going to sell them 5 at a time. And what I did was I looked up the price of them, and then I put that, I slapped that in half. I cut that in half, and then I added like $5 to help cover shipping. So they're all between like $65 and $75 for 5 knives. So about $13, $14 average a piece, which is like I said, half price. None of them have ever been used or carried or cut anything. And then I decided to keep a few of them myself. I went through and got all the model numbers and all the prices, and that took a minute. And then I kept 11 of them for myself, and there's the 11 that I kept. And the prices on there are the half price. There was a couple of model numbers that I looked up, and I found out that CH knife that I have, that I thought when I said I didn't ever buy a CH knife, I was correct, because it was listed as an Grow CH. So it's kind of weird. I guess it's all one and the same, China factory. So those are the ones I kept. And let's see. All right, back to the giveaway. I actually have, I could show you a couple of pictures here. Let's see. This is bundle number 1. That's bundle number 1. Whoops. This is bundle number 2. Bundle number 2 has a titanium knife. That second one is a titanium knife. This is bundle number 3. That one on the far left is sold under a few different vendors. This is bundle number 4. I tried to split up some that I had writ dyed, and some of them that are still Jade G10, and then some bigger and some smaller knives in every bundle. That was number 4. This is number 5. And I will post all these in the buy, sell, and trade after Jed gets his pick of what he wants, if he wants any. That's bundle number 5. This is bundle number 6. That's bundle number 6. And last but not least, the most expensive bundle. This next bundle, number 2 was the most expensive at $77. This bundle 7 is $74. This is bundle 7. It's got the Sativian Year of the Rabbit special edition knife in the middle there. So yeah, got those bundles put together. Finally got some work done. So that's a good thing. Good morning, Southpaw Carey. Thanks for joining us this morning. We're about to spin the wheel. So the rules for this giveaway are pretty simple. Let me show the knife Pete shared with us before I do that. I'm not sure what he said about it. I can't read that at the same time as looking at the picture. So he said custom Larry Westbird picked up at the Badger Knife Show this past weekend. So Pete went to a knife show without us. That's super cool. Got him a handmade knife. I like it. Looks like it's probably super comfortable. Good job, Pete. Yes, good morning, Mr. Jed. Glad you're watching it here with us. Your name is on the wheel, so maybe when I spin it, it'll land on Jed. Jed the Monster 01. Oh, you met Brian Kerr there? That's cool. His name is on the wheel as well. Is anybody that was here yesterday not see their name on the wheel? Because pretty sure I got all the comments from yesterday. I don't think, the reason I was asking is because I just noticed Ron Crow commented. Yeah, his name is on there. Scott's name seems to be the biggest because it's the shortest. So it kind of sticks out. Let's just get this over with. What I was going to say, the rules are, I'm going to pick 3 winners. The number 1 has 24 hours to contact me. Then it moves on to number 2. And vice versa, number 3. Yeah, I thought that's fair. I want to give it to somebody who's active. So if you're not here, for 3 days or whatever, then I don't know what to tell them. But everybody knew that was here yesterday that I was drawing today, so maybe they'll pay attention and let's go. You don't stick out, Scott. I promise. So I'm going to randomly shuffle all the names a bunch of times. Got all the names shuffled. And I'm going to hide that, and we're going to spin it. Y'all ready? Here we go. Drummer. Well, I don't even need to draw a number 2 because I know he'll be here to claim it. He's here every morning. First thing, so congratulations, Drummer 0701. You got yourself a free Odenwolf that you can keep or pass along or re-gift or whatever you want to do with it. So, Drummer, I would say you will claim the free knife, and I don't need to spin again. Is that correct? You will email me with your info so I can send it to you? If you say yes, I won't spin again. All right, good deal. Well, congrats, drummer. I'm going to remove his name and spin it again just for fun. Knives are life. Would have been the backup. Remove him. And spin it again. I should have randomized it again. Yeah. Ron Crow. Would have been the third backup. Well, that would have got gone quickly anyway, so drummer was the winner. Congrats, drummer. If you email me your info, I will send it off to you tomorrow or today even, if you get it to me today. All right. That is all over quicker than I expected. 21 minutes in, so now we got to find some other stuff to talk about, which is fine. Plenty of knife stuff to talk about. I need to clear off my desk a little bit, just because there's a mess. Man, I've been playing with this one since I put the skiffs in it, and it's just, skiffs do make a difference. Somebody said that they don't trust a person that says that skiffs don't feel any different, and they definitely feel different. Yes, we will look at the knife that drummer won. And I would give him number 3, but I kind of already scratched it up, so I figured I'd give him number 2. In fact, drummer, if you don't care that that I scratched the side of the fire starter, I'll send you number 3 if you want it. You can have your pick of either number 2 or number 3. Just tell me which one you want. This is number 2. It's got the black handle and the mount. This is number 2. He gets a knife with D2 steel. Yay! Yeah, but hopefully it's not like super hardened and it'll work out good for you. I'd like to hear reports back on what you think about this D2. Be shady. Count that lottery money. So, yeah, this is number 2. So if you want number 2, I'll send you that one. But if you want number 3 with all the whole kit and caboodle, you're welcome to it too. Just let me know which one you want. But like I said, the only thing I did was all right, number 2. Cool. Yeah, test it out and see what that D2 does for us. Or for you, not us. Number 3 had the full whoops. It had the full Monty on it. It had the hanging belt clip, detachable, the fire starter on the side, and the little touch-up wheatstone mounted to the side of it. And it's got a green handle. So it's up to you, man. I guess you said you wanted number 2, so that's cool. And it also comes with an extra little belt clip. You can put it on your bag or whatever. All right, cool, man. Just email me your info at you know the email. And I will get that right out to you. I promise I won't be like bees It'll be gone today or tomorrow. Probably today if you give me your info quick enough. All right, what new knives everybody getting this week? Or what do you want to get this week? When's the drop? The Knoll comes out today, huh? 7/7. Guess that's correct. Is that the Knoll Voodoo version or the R2? Wish it was the R2. But it's probably that new Voodoo variant. Is the chat working? Am I missing it? Do I need to click on it again? No, nobody's saying nothing. I guess it is working. All right. Let's see. Put that back over here going in my pocket. It's cool, Scott. I figured so. Y'all were just listening to me ramble. Which is pretty much a regular thing. Me rambling. Well, so are these the two? Yeah. Yeah, I really like those transients too. Got a real good feel. The action on them isn't quite as smooth as I wish they were, but oh, you're cool, Ron Dobbins. You're having a knife party? Oh, you're taking a knife apart. Yeah, you ain't got to say nothing, Ron Dobbins. I'll ramble enough for us. I'll keep it going. Yeah, I like that transient. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think this one has a little bit better action. And they're both about the same. They are super comfy in the hand, though. Biff Malibu? Yeah, yeah, I've got a Rosie XL out for delivery too today. You didn't hear me say that because you weren't here when I said that, but I've got the new variant with the, I forgot what Steel Addicted calls it. Oh, I love my Flissa knives. I've got a couple of those also. Ron Crow. I was really impressed with Flissa, actually. I've got a little green one that I really like. FedEx. TC Blaze got stuff coming in early. Yes, sir, Ron Dobbins, I do. You want to see the inside of it and how it works? I would love to show it to you. I've got both versions of it. I've also got the ones that they kind of say makes a noise, but not like the ones that actually do. There's a couple of knives that kind of that are newer, that make a ting sound, besides the winter blades and the factors. One of them is the Lemifshi Mass Cast clones, and then the other one is the Lemifshi Forest Elf F03 Plus, I believe is the name of it. Oh, your smolt is out for delivery? Oh, that's cool. I want to hear what you think of it, because it's a newer one I haven't heard of. So let me see here where the, I think, is that rattlesnake in my main case? I thought it was in my clone case, but I'm guessing it's in the main case. Hold on just a second, Ron. I got them both. I got all my cases kind of within grasp. So if somebody asks for something, I can pull it out. So pull it out. So yeah, it's called it's by a designer called Rattlesnake. So these are the ones that specifically were made to create a noise. And like I said, it's the Forest Elf, and the model number is the F03 Plus by Rattlesnake Designs. This is the fancy one, and then this is the regular one. And I don't know if you can hear that. See which one makes a better noise. So that one makes a pretty good noise. And then this one makes a little bit better. It lasts a little longer. I hope my mic's picking it up. All right, so let me show you what does that. If you're not familiar. So I'm guessing they're probably all T8s, but I could be wrong. Kind of like, yep, of course I said that and I'm wrong. I like how a lot of knife companies have kind of listened to us and started putting T8s in everything. Because I know as a knife user, I prefer having all T8s than some T6s and some T8s. So if you remember as a kid, those little music boxes that you wind up that had those little circular things with little little dots on it and stuff, or little ridges on it, and they would spin around in a circle and hit those little fingers, and it would make different sounds, kind of like a tuning fork. That's basically what this knife has inside it to make the sound. So this is the clip side, but on the show side, once you take the blade off, there is this little tuning fork thing that is attached to the inside of that side, and it's basically like little tuning fork fingers that vibrate and make that noise. It did come with nice bearings, multi-row. Pretty much drop shut. I could take that out and show it to you. I mean, I might as well while I'm here. Hell, show you that it's just a little milled or machined little finger thing. So there it is. There's the sound maker. Turn off my stupid phone so it quit making noise in the background. So yeah, that's what does it. Yeah, it's still, man, it vibrates crazy. Like, you can feel it vibrating big time. Like, it's shaking my fingers. I can feel it vibrating whenever I flick it. Pretty wild how quick it's vibrating. Yeah, it's still, I mean, I'm guessing, I don't think it's titanium. It is titanium. Yep, it's titanium. Or I don't think it's aluminum. It looks like titanium to me. But I guess it could be aluminum, but it's non-magnetic. So it's one of the two. This is the PJ one. The other one's sitting right here. But yeah, I've got both of them. But the other one that makes a noise is just, it wasn't meant to make a noise like this one was. It wasn't created to make a noise like this one was. It just happens that the clip, I think it was an unintended side effect. And since everybody likes the little ting thing, it seems, they ran with it. But the clip on it is touching the scales in a way that when you open those, they make a little ting from the clip vibrating against the scales. And I say that that it was an unintended side effect, but maybe they tested a bunch of clips until they found one that did ding. Yeah, I would think titanium probably sounded better than aluminum too. I could attempt to anodize this using current one day when I'm bored and tell you whether it's titanium or aluminum. Because if it anodizes, it's titanium, and if it doesn't, it's aluminum. Let me throw this back together real quick. And then I'll show you the other two I was talking about. This one does have the wait a second. Yep, it's got a D-shaped pivot. And which side? Oh, but the hole doesn't. Yeah, I don't understand why they do that. Sometimes. Weird. The back of the knife has a little shape. A lot of people think that's what's making the noise, but that's not. That's just a design thing. The back spacer. Sorry. I don't know why I couldn't think of the name of it for a second. But yeah, a lot of people think that back spacer is what's making the noise, but it's not. It's that little finger thing I showed you. And the action on these knives is superb. And it is M390. They weren't super expensive. Maybe $120 for this version, and the other one was kind of pricey, but the other one started off at like $320. This one did. But I ended up offering a guy $230 on eBay, and he accepted my offer after I already had this one. I didn't really want it, but he had it listed at $280 instead of $320, and I offered him $230, thinking there's no way he's going to take it, and he accepted it, and it was the last one he had. So don't be afraid to make a lowball offer on eBay. Yep, tuning forks. It's a multiple tuning fork, so I call it like a tuning fingers. Let's see, one of these is longer, so I'm guessing that's the back one. That was a good question. Let me show you the other two that that people talk about making a noise, and they do make a noise, but it's from the clip. I think I got that Tightened a little too tight. Let's see, right about there maybe. And they take a few minutes to get the ting back. It's tinging. And according to how tight you tighten down that little finger thing too, you can kind of get it to ting more or less. But the other one that people talk about it being it's not, like I said, it's not designed. It has nothing inside it like that one does. Good morning, Sever 7. That's pretty crappy, Sever 7. Ron Dobbins, yeah, that's a cool knife. They're still available on AliExpress for the regular version. Let me show you real quick. I wonder if F-03 Plus will find it. Well, so there it is. It's $123, but they're still available. Oh, they have the only one available. They have a black one too. Looks like the white one is sold out already, but I thought there's people with it. I swear, I thought there was. They should be coming back out with some, or they should remake them. Like, looks like the black one is, let me see, new 2025. Oh, that's the black one again. So the newest version is the solid black one. Only other place I would think to look would be eBay. Like I said, that's the last place I bought F03 Plus. No matches found. A lot of people call it the rattlesnake knife, but that's the designer. So yeah, I don't see it currently anywhere. A lot of them sold though, so it should be pretty easy to find on the secondary market. In fact, just like Sever 7 just mentioned, I wouldn't be surprised if there's one on the blade bench. I typed in the correct model number, but Blade Bench's search sucks and pops up everything. So everything that had a plus in it, I don't know how it matched. Why didn't it say no results found when I just typed in F03 Plus? That's pretty wild. Let me see if something else works. Why is the text box taking so long? What's wrong with my computer? Yeah, no results. No results. Forest Elf. Forest Elf. Yeah, man, I don't see it. Sorry, Ron. I tried, buddy. Sever 7. Oh, Pete. That sucks, man. I've got a package doing the same thing. One of my watches, like, check this out. Like, I don't know if y'all know where Memphis is, but one of my watches, the blue Mission to the Moon swatch is doing the same thing. It's looping. My Blue Mission, it got to Memphis, which is in my state, and then it went back to Cincinnati, Ohio. It got to Memphis on March 21st, and then a week later, it was back in Ohio to come back to Nashville, outside of Nashville. So yeah, how crazy is that? It was 3 hours from me, and then it went to Cincinnati to come back to me. Like, so wild. I don't know what's up with the yeah, pretty wild. Big spring sale ends tonight. Where is this at? Peak High School. It's a pretty cool looking shoe. I just got that ad from Amazon somehow for a shoe. Well, it's a pretty cool looking sneaker. It's called a Peak high top men's. Kind of a wild looking shoe for $55. I don't know why they just sent it to me, but it's on sale in a size 13. I've never even looked at that shoe. I haven't even looked at any shoes. Looks like I might have got Drummer's address in the email, so that's cool. Yeah, I've had that looping thing occur quite a few times. Good morning, Doc Seuss. Yeah, I don't know why stuff moves around like that. Oh, let me show you all those other knives. That's why I was in here. So, the other ones that make a noise unintentionally are the two Lemifshi versions of the Mass Cast Precision. I don't know where they are in here, but maybe I'll find them. I should know where they are because they're two of my favorite knives. They're two of my favorite clones that I bought. Is those Lemifshi ones. Where in the heck are they? The front row is all Shirogorovs. Second row is all my winter blades. Aha, here they are. So it's in the second row. So these two are the other ones that people talk about making a noise. But it's just a clip. Like I said, there's nothing inside these knives that make it make a noise. But let me see if I can get it. Well, yeah, you can hear it made a little ting. Yeah, I think y'all can hear that. Let me turn off my desktop audio so y'all won't hear when I get a message. So there's that one. Again. You just have to make sure you're not touching the clip when you open it. This one doesn't make as good of a noise as this one does. But these are super cool. These are two of my favorite clones that I've gotten. And I've got all the Rosies, I got just about everything that comes out that's worth a shit. Excuse my language. But I mean, I've got all the Rosies. Y'all have seen them all. We got first gen, second gen, both makers. XL, regular. I actually only have one XL now because I got another one being delivered today with that other pattern. And I traded a Sever 7 one. Man, these knives fit my hand good. Oh yeah, sorry Pete. Let me go look at your Discord stuff. I'm just rambling. You gotta forgive me sometimes. Kind of hard to pay attention to chat. You can kind of hear that when I closed it. There you go. Yeah, that's the one that didn't make a good noise. So you can hear that. But it's just the clip vibrating. I promise you there's nothing inside this knife. Alright. Now what? Now Pete, what are you talking about? What are we talking about, Pete? You dropped 2 photos. Laser the aluminum on. Oh, okay, cool. Dan Kinman? Shirogorov. I say Shirogorov. Shirogorov. I say Shirogorov. Because Rov is... Gorov is definitely Russian. Shirogorov. I don't know. Shirogorov? Hoff? Shirogorov. I'm going to keep saying Shirogorov till even after I hear it said by him, I would probably still say Shirogorov. I just can't say Gorov as a Hoff with the F. Shiro. Yeah, I say Shirogorov. Shirogorov. Yeah, whatever. Still addicted. Morning. There's no F. I know they say V's, J's. It's whatever. Thank you, TC Blades, but I'll probably keep saying it the way I say it. Laser etch scales in the Discord. Pay attention, Chip. Say focus, Chip. There we go. Oh yeah, cool pattern. Is that one of the patterns that you drew up? It looks like a Christmas knife now. Yeah, that's super cool, Pete. Sheer. No, I meant the ones that you drew up that one day for the pattern for me for lasers. I don't guess maybe you drew those up either. You just went and found them. But I thought you might have done vector art. Yeah, I know what the pattern is. I was talking about the ones you gave me samples of. I was asking if it was one of those ones you got samples of. When we were doing laser stuff that one day. In fact, they're still in my Discord, I'm sure. I don't necessarily want to show my private chats, but yeah, the ones you sent me were very similar to those. That's why I asked if it was one of those ones that you... That's what I meant, one of the ones you sent me. Not necessarily that one of the ones you made up, but one of the ones you made for me that day. Like this one. Let's see. Yeah, like this one. So this is the one. That's one of the ones you sent me. Here's another one. Here's another one. I just wondered if it was one of those. That's what I was asking. I didn't mean you came up with that pattern all by yourself. I'm not that stupid. I might be Southern, but I knew what the pattern was. I was just asking if it was one of the ones if you gave him the pattern to put on there is what I was basically asking. Oh, that last one is the one? This one right here? Main choice? Oh, okay. So you did. So the answer was yes then. You made me feel stupid when the answer was yes all along. You did send him the pattern. All right, thank you. Now I don't feel so stupid. Thank you. No, I've got knives. I got that. In fact, there's one on my table right here that combines the thing Still Addicted just said. He wished Tucson would put that pattern on more of their knives. Well, here's one with it on there. Just happened to be laying on my desk. I thought maybe TC wanted to buy this one. I think it was one of the ones he wanted. If I'm correct. Let me know, TC. One of my favorite new patterns is that one that's on the concept. I've got it over here. Let's see. Yeah, I like that pattern that they put on the not the Sibin, but the Echis, the ECHIS. I like that pattern that they put on it. This pattern right here. I like that pattern okay too. Main reason I like this one is because they made it continue right over the clip where the clip just like disappears. That's a different kind of pattern, but it looks like a maze kind of like more like a maze pattern. It's definitely not it's a abstract pattern because it doesn't repeat, but it's not like the same, but brain matter. Yeah, I think it looks kind of like a maze also. Oh, TC Blaze, it's all good. Pull up the Hogue Misto. All right. Oh yeah, that's a cool pattern. That's weird. Their thing lets me use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. It's pretty cool. CSS something. Cascading style sheets. I don't know. Is the pattern the same on this one? Because it looks a little different, I think. Yeah, it's a cool pattern. uh, the Ekis in the green looks wicked. I didn't even pay attention to the green one. Should I anodize mine green? Oh, they sanded the flats. Yeah, see, that's a prime example of what I was talking about. How you can just anodize the whole knife green and then sand the flats. You can tell that's all they did, because everything else stayed green except for the flats, and the flats are really flat on this knife, so it stayed on all the edges and down in all the crevices. Yeah, you could do any color on that knife like that pretty easy, just running it across a sheet of sandpaper when you're done, just like I said, or just like we did on that other one. So it's the Voodoo, that new pattern Voodoo that drops today, Sever 7. uh Tomorrow. Still Addicted, it's out for delivery today. I mentioned it earlier before you got here. Uh, what did we say? What did the critter scales pattern from Rock Scale Design? Let's go look at that. Biff mentioned it. Rock Scale Design. Critter pattern. Aha. Yeah, that's a cool pattern. That kind of looks like the XL, the Rosie I'm getting today a little bit. That's the one I'm getting today. Kind of looks close. I mean, the lines are closer together on this one, but kind of similar. Yeah, Ocaso. Uh, Giga Padre. Haven't seen that yet. Oh, like the Giga Chad. Yeah, I almost bought a Giga Chad. The day it dropped. That's not a bad price on it. I almost bought the Giga Chad. But yeah, that knife looks sick. The Giga Chad. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why they don't still have it up on their page. They should. Yeah, I almost bought one of those. Because I don't think it's on here still. Their page is terrible in my opinion. I mean, absolutely garbage. I don't guess it's still on here. I think once they sell those limited ones out, they get rid of them, yeah. I'm sure this guy didn't take great pictures. It's the problem with Blade Binge pictures. What in the world? Go away. It's not a bad picture. Brian Kerr, DLC Militol. uh, is that like, that's not a, are you talking about the Kaiser? Does he make a custom version? Brian Kerr? Have a good one, Ron Crow. Are you talking about the Kaiser version or a custom version? Because I didn't know if he made the designer made a custom one. I don't like DLC for the most part. uh, y'all didn't. I don't know if y'all heard. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. I wasn't. I don't know if Jonathan Styles makes, because you know a lot of guys make a custom version of the knives they sell. Yeah, I've got a regular. I mean, I've got the Militol for sure. It's in my top 5 Kaisers for sure. Um, awesome knife. I love my Kaisers. I'm a big Kaiser fan, as y'all can tell. But I've just got the regular. I mean, not the regular, but yeah, the Militol's a knife, man. Everybody's got to own one. The Veritas is the other one. It's a gentlemanly knife. If you don't have the Veritas is another one, and that pattern milled in is just exquisite touch. Real gentleman's knife. But the two, but the Militol and the Veritas are two that I would say every knife owner should own. And then a third one is the T1. So all 3 of those are probably in my top 5 Kaisers. The T1, the Veritas, and the Militol are 3 of the best ones. And this pattern on the Veritas is very subtle. You can't hardly feel it. Yeah, the T1 has just got clean lines. Like, I mean, come on. Like, that just looks like a knife, just like a knifey knife, just like Sever said on his video. And the action on these is just unbelievable. And then another one probably in my top 5 of Kaiser's is the LMAX Drop Bear, just because of the action on it is so good. I don't know what would round out my top 5. Because I really like this Justin Lundquist design one. I would have a hard time between like this one and then my prototype Laconico. So my prototype Laconico, probably one of them, just because the lines on it are so clean. And yeah, the titanium and the crossbar, you got to have those. But I mean, there's so many good Kaisers. Like the Beyond is one that people skip over. It's kind of like a futuristic looking one. And then everybody nowadays has a Sparrow, and it's another good one. It kind of reminds me of the Beyond. They're a little similar. And then this is one that people don't get very often. This is the Uprising. A lot of people don't know about this knife. The Uprising is another cool, super cool, if you like that blade shape. These two right here, drummer. This is a Justin Lundquist designed, see if you can see the name on it, Wanderer. This is the Wanderer, if that's the one you're asking about. And then this is a Laconico design. It ended up being called the Intrepid, but mine says Laconico to be determined. TBD. It's a prototype from Laconico before they named it, but it's the Intrepid. But you can't get it with this blade. It comes with a stonewash blade instead of a satin. Yeah, the Wanderer is sweet. Yeah, that Beyond is like a future, like, I don't know, it looks like cyber trucky. And that Uprising is a great knife. A lot of people would love that knife. And then the Torn Gat, or whatever it is another weird shaped knife that if you like different shapes in knives, it's kind of a different kind of shaped one too. And then this is an older model, VK. Yeah, they released the Wanderer. This is another older knife that's a super cool model with the milled titanium. And then I think Pete has one of these. These are one of the best. The Mini Towser K, White Mountain Knives exclusive. Action on this thing is just, yeah, I believe they're discontinued. I go back and try to pick up a bunch of older. This would probably be in my top 5 next to the Veritas and Militao and T1. Like this would probably be the Cormorant. I didn't even think of it. But it would probably be right in there with those other 3 right there. Just because of the fidget factor on it. And as far as new ones go, the Hawk is a great knife too. I love the different pattern. Yeah, Still Addicted. And this is another kind of like one that looks like those two that y'all liked. This one's called the Eliminator. It kind of favors the Laconico. I mean the Wanderer and the Intrepid. Yeah, hollow grind on the Cormorant. Awesome grind. And you can open this knife any way possible. I mean, it's got front, back, thumb hole, button, like anything you want. Fidget knives, you can't beat that knife. Here's that October that you looked at. Yeah, I want a silver wing too. There's the October. And this is another one that a lot of people, whenever I ask people what their favorite Kaisers are, the Begleiter, a lot of people that like this style knife, see, this is not. Yeah, the October is pretty sweet. I got the mini October too. But the Begleiter is in. Whenever I do posts on Reddit, like, what's your favorite Kaiser? People say the Veritas, the Militol, the T1, and the Begleiter more than anything. And then another Laconico, Gemini, another great knife that goes with those other four right in there somewhere. Like, all four of those are just clean knives. I love those lines. And then the 10, that's a weird knife. I got quite a few Kaisers, as you can see. This is a Rogue. It's an older model on washers. And it's super smooth to be on washers. Like, I can't believe how smooth it is, actually. Then the SLT is on their site. I got one of those being delivered today. You love the TN? Yeah, the TN is a little different. Like, it reminds. I've got. The Feist is a good little gentleman's knife. Like, I don't have room. Too many Kaisers. And then this is one that reminds me of. This is the Ning Ma Shoal. I can't remember what it is. Kim Ning. Kim Ning, the Shoal. So the Shoal is like a smaller version of all those two. It reminds me of like a smaller Gemini, see? You can see it beside the Gemini there. And kind of push the Beyond out of the way. And then a couple more. The Critical, which y'all have seen. This is a newer one I got when I'm going back and collecting older models. This one is the Quell, Quell. If you want to check it out. And then Classic Gentleman's with this style, with the PPY with the copper and the whatchamacallit, not Rich Light, but that new stuff they started using. That's a gentleman's, like, that's a nice little pocket knife too. And a couple more. So the GPB one, yeah, I'll go to that link in just a second, Pete. GPB1 and the SLT that I'm getting delivered today are 2 more. And then I've got the Gamers Edition Cormorant too, just because I got it on sale. And then last one is the one I did a flipper tab delete on, an older model. This one looks so much better without the huge flipper tab on it. And it's got a cool titanium pattern. It's called the V3. But this one had a huge penis flipper tab. It stuck way out here like crazy. In fact, it was one of the ones... I'm carefully laying these down so they don't scratch. But if I go to the Discord real quick. Whoops. Stupid mouse. Up here, right here, on the flipper tab deletes that I posted that one day, you can see on it how big of a difference it made. So look at the difference it made. Oh, I didn't even post it. Well, dang. I thought I did. Let me look at Pete's link real quick while I'm... Yeah, we looked at the Tuya knives yesterday, Pete. The Vortex. You missed the stream, but we looked at it yesterday because I showed my shocker. Let me see if I got that combo side-by-side shot. It's really evident in that V3. Oh, I know where it's at. It's in a... right here. Yeah, look at these two. Check this out. I mean, this is one of those ones that makes a huge difference. And this is a main example of why you should do flipper tab deletes sometimes. Yeah, we looked at the Vortex yesterday, Pete. Thanks. I forgot. Sorry, I would have mentioned it if I would have remembered. Yeah, check this out. This is why I do flipper tab deletes, because look how big that flipper is. I mean, it looks ridiculous on that knife. And then the lines on it look so much different with the flipper tab and without. Like, if anybody ever asks me, why would you delete a flipper tab on a knife? I'll just show them that and be like, well, why would you leave it? Like, which one of those knives looks better? The bottom one. It's got thumb studs, so... yeah, that one was terrible. Like, they didn't even leave room for a finger choil in front of that huge penis flipper. Like, look how big... like, I put a finger choil in and everything. I don't know, man. Some designs are just crazy like that. But now you can get a finger up there in front of the scales. You couldn't even get a pinky in front of that big penis flipper. That knife was happy to see you. Anyways, that was a little Kaiser show and tell session. Yeah, Ron Dobbins, I'm right there with you, man. I think it ruins the lines of the knives, a lot of knives. I've done so many flipper tab deletes, like, it's kind of wild. yeah, I decided that if any knife has something other than, if it has another way to open it besides a flipper, like if it's not just only a flipper, then I think it looks better without the flipper. But otherwise, I don't know, like a lot of knives look way better without them. Where's the Hulk? I don't have these kind of laid out where they are in any kind of special place, but I do have where's the other? Oh, there it is. Well, guys, I don't know really what else there is to talk about today. I need to put all these pretty knives together. Like some of these knives need to be grouped together now, like this Quail and the Feist and the Beg Lighter should be together. My two Cormorants should be together. Oh, and the PPY should go with those. This one should go next to the Sheepdogs, the Towser K. So I'll put it next to. And then the Torn Gat is all by itself, along with this one. And the Rogue is the only washer Kaiser I've got. Two Cormorants. Then we got the Drop Bear's in a category of its own. The Beyond and the Sparrow kind of go together. I'm going to put all these across the front here. The Militol, Veritas, and T1 should all go kind of together. The October out here to the side. These are all just my titanium Kaisers. I've still got quite a few more Kaisers left. But then these should all go together. The Eliminator, the Intrepid, the Wanderer, the Genesis, and the Shoal. And then this one's these five are clean knifey knife looks. The Eliminator is another one that people sleep on a lot. It's a big knife. And I've said multiple times I like my big knives. And then that Laconico TB Determined. This is the Eliminator, sorry. This is the to be determined, the Intrepid. I didn't realize the Intrepid was bigger than the Eliminator. They're pretty close. Intrepid, Eliminator, Wanderer, Gemini, and Shoal. And people that talk trash about Kaiser knives have obviously not owned more than like a micarta version of one or something. And even those are great. Like, I don't know. Maybe they just... People say they make... I guess they do make a bunch of knives, so... I guess the odds are you could have gotten one that's not great, but... I guess I'm biased. And then also in this case, in this Kaiser case, are my Migarons. They live right above the Kaisers. And if I get rid of all my other nice knives, this case will be the case that I keep. Because this is another brand that people sleep on, like Kaiser, that I think are just excellent knives. So yeah, all my Migarons live right above the Kaisers. Moyarl, great knife. And then the row above all those are all my titanium Kubies. They'll probably stay there too. But I've got a 5, 10, 14, 28. I've got 30 titanium Kaisers. I need to carry one of these soon. Either the Get On or the Arma XL. It's a whole lot of blades swinging out. Yeah, I just got my Miro not long ago. Regular Arma. Yeah, I'd love to pick up a Sever blade myself. I'm going to get around to picking out what I like about all these that I've got. And draw up one eventually. I'll tell you another thing a lot of people do with this knife, the Miro, is they delete that front flipper because it's got enough blade cut out, you know, a little notch, window, whatever you want to, it's got enough of that to get a good reverse flick on it. And it cleans up the lines of this knife. A lot of people go right with the scales, delete that flipper, except that the lock pin actually gets out of the way, is out of the way. I mean, there's not a stop pin, sorry. There's not a stop pin you have to worry about up there. So a lot of people delete that front flipper. And that cleans up the lines, the closed lines of the Miro. But that's part of the fun of the Miro to me, is that front flipper. But the Moyarl is a great knife. They don't even have this one on their site anymore, the milled one. I don't know if he should bring it back, but. And then this one is one that if you don't, if you're not good at front flipping, you can't get this one hardly, because it's got just, I mean, the jimping's perfect. And it works great. And then the Vane, of course, one of the best crossbar lock knives in existence. Like, Migaron, man, in 3 years has done some crazy things. Probably 4 years now. Kovog, it's a weird one. Different blade shape. Got that one little splash of carbon fiber. All right, cool. Well, jimping ain't easy. Drummer, once again, buddy, congratulations on the win. Yeah, a Kirk's. I haven't got one of those Carricks or whatever. Carricks. I will get this sent out to you today. I will send you tracking number here as soon as the video's over. Yeah, I've got the Ecri and the Acri. But the Carricks is one I want, but they don't make a plain tie one. You got to get some kind of pattern, so I think I'm going to get the black and white one. Southpaw carry, no sir. The last one I got, these last two that I got, the transients, I got in 11 days. I got these in 11 days from China to Tennessee. That one and this one. 11 days. So the answer is no, Southpaw carry. 2 weeks is a good standard time. I'd say 3 at the max. It's never taken anything longer than 3 weeks, but definitely not 2 months. There's a guy that posted something on Reddit today about his 2 month, how he hated AliExpress, blah, blah, blah. He waited 2 months and then he messaged them, and it was the Chinese New Year. So the guy said he'll holler back at him in 2 weeks. And he was like, shutting down your whole business for 2 weeks? That's crazy. I'm like, no, that's respectful. Like, they don't work during those 2 weeks. Everybody needs 2 weeks off. Guess I'm going to start wrapping up the stream. Somebody needs to buy this drop bear 154 cm for $50 because they're 110 new, and you should buy this from me. If you haven't ever messed with a drop bear, best crossbar lock knife, top 5. So buttery. Yeah. Yeah, I should do a video about that. I don't like warnies and sheepfoot, so I don't have that many, but I can figure out which ones I do have and compare them. Mr. Ron Dobbins, thank you, sir. Hope you have a great Monday as well. I need more integrals like this puppy. I need to do an integral side by side. I want to have 12 to 15 integrals. Integral. It's very integral. Man, I just love the milling on this knife. Like, I like all the little touches of this knife. Like, everything about it screams quality. Like, that lock bar insert mounted from the front because it's an integral, and the tolerances on this thing are just superb. And all being milled out of one piece. I mean, come on now. It's got a little window so you can get in there and access the. It's got a. But I was like, when I looked at it, I was like, how did they get that? I was like, there's a stop pin across there, and I was like, how did they get that stop pin across there? Sorry, see the stop pin. And I was like, how did they get that in there if it's one piece? And then I noticed they put a little window in so like you can slide the stop pin in. But everything about this knife exudes quality. I guess S90V is not the worst ever. It's a super steel. I just love my M390. yeah, this one's cool too. I got to get a TS 195. Yeah, I almost bought two in the same buy the other night. All right, drummer. See you later, buddy. I'm about to leave myself, so you ain't beating me out by much. I promise. All right, guys. It's been a good one. Hope y'all have a great Monday. Tell the ones you love them that you tell the people that you love them, because you never know when you might not see them again. That's my message for this Monday. Don't let the people that mean something to you not know it. And don't do anything I would do. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Scott, appreciate you. 7 Pete, TC Blades. I sent you an email, TC Blades, with all those links, and so let me know what's up with that, because I'd like to get them posted elsewhere after you make your picks. But anyway, all right, guys, I'm out of here. Peace. Oh, for all the haters, we gotta leave them with the clones are life. Hit me up in my email if you need me. Peace.